So, how much slower would Alpha Tauri be if they had F2 performance? We know the fact that Dr. Helmut Marko is looking to save money at Alpha Tauri. What better than giving them an F2 car to run around with? Yes, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today, it's the annual thing where we take the slowest car and give them F2 performance. Obviously, we've just had the updated F2 2023 cars, teams and drivers added to F123. So yeah, I've set a lap time in the Alpha Tauri. You're not going to see that lap. It's 1:18.9, not the best lap, but probably a few tenths faster. What you're seeing on now is me do a lap in the F2 car and coming around the final corner now to set a lap time of a 1:27.940. Now you think that the Alpha Tauri would do the same performance, being that, but no. Just like with previous games, if you've watched this game experiment on previous F1 games, then you will know that, well, this happens when you go for a corner. For some reason, the F1 car doesn't like the F2 tyres and stuff, so yeah. But even then, there were some issues. Like, even at this point, I've put F1 tyres and brakes on, and it's still going a little bit wide. Bearing in mind, previous years we've done this game experiment at Monza, not Mexico. So I don't know if that's just the difference, and we might need to have a little bit of a look at that. As well as we go very wide through that corner. This is my one attempt, by the way, of getting this done. Excuse me, but yes, to come through then the middle sector, the back end will be stepping out as well. There was about 4,000 attempts, by the way, to try and rectify this, and I actually broke the game at some point. Again, the rear end just stepping out like crazy. Effectively, I don't think there was actually a way to fix this. I've did a lot of things and actually broke the gearbox. It wouldn't shift up. I put a F1 gearbox in as well, and it still wasn't work. So yeah, we come around the final corner now to set a 1:25.3. Pretty sure that's the same F2 sound that's been there. So yeah, I've made a few altercations, including in the previous one. I actually forgot to change, one of the tyre values as well, so that has been updated. We also have a stock setup with the more downforce one, which isn't going to be too good at Mexico, but we might as well use it. It's the most stable, and it's probably going to be the one that gives us the most amount of lap time. At the end of the day, the F2 engine isn't that great. We might do a sort of spin-off where it's just the F2 engine in the back of the Alpha Tauri. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that video. As we come through now, again still stepping out on the rear, but apparently that's legal. 3 seconds down, because of course there's no ERS in this car as well. This car tends to be very slow. It's only got 6 gears in the engine. To come through the final corner then, this is looking like the best time I'm going to be able to set in the Alpha Tauri. So we come up to the line and set a 1:22.7, 4 seconds off that time. Now you might be wondering, why haven't we been doing a race? Yeah, problem with that is that every time I tried to load into a race, it crashed. The game just crashed. So for some reason it did not like the F2 performance file, modified performance file I should say, that I was using to set that 1:22.7. So instead we are here. I will try and come back with that, as I said, by giving it an F2 engine. Maybe it will work. There might be some other things I can do about that. That'll be at a later date. But we are going to have, and to fulfill the rest of this video, an F2 race around Mexico. Driving as Dennis Hauger. The game has put us down in P18. Race strategy is a one-stop. Did I see Super Softs there? What year? It's not 2018 anymore. 5 bright lights then for the Mexican F2 race, as and away we go. It's actually a very good start, much better than for sure I think that was in the Van Amersfoort car. Yeah, brakes are a bit cold. We'll warm that up as well. Vesti and Iwasa not having a very good qualifying there. Well, the game hasn't given the very good positions. Porsche's down here. He's the championship leader. I think he's taking part one of the weekends. I don't know if it's this weekend or not. Yeah, did check the tyre condition, but we have made a good start. Made 4 positions. We're now going to have a look at Porsche. He's not going to be slow forever. Can we get round the outside of Benavides, who isn't even driving in Formula 2? I think he got replaced because he was that woeful. I mean, the Latifi of Formula 2 with front of Benavides. Next up is Frederick Vesti, the runner-up, currently in Formula 2. So championship leaders in F real life currently down the order. Aruma Iwasa, who's rumoured to be joining Super Formula next season, he is up next. We're going to have a look down the outside. No, can't make it the move there. We've got a better traction there. Around the outside again, the final corner. Yes, we can. It was about taking that wider line, giving me the best, the better track, or more speed actually, because obviously it's a longer stretch as well. Next up is Roy Nissany, who, he's my age. He shouldn't be in F2. We would make like work of him a terminal with a dive on, can't be stuck behind him. Chris Maini's next. I think hasn't he just been promoted to Alpine? Again, I don't watch Formula 2 at all, so probably people know all about it. Let me know in the comments below. We're going to breeze past Maini anyway with DRS, probably not how his name is pronounced. One of the I think that's Victor Martins battling up the front with one of the other cars as well. So yeah, not Jack Doohan as well, but Leclerc comes in. Bierman I think was also coming. We are coming in. Bierman I think is also in action this weekend. In practice for Haas. As obviously he's got that contract as well, especially if the rumours are true. At Hulkenberg, as we've got this very simplistic F2 pit stop. He's just paid a bloke to stand there. That's the worst job, the lollipop. You might as well just get out the lollipop man at that point. If he's going to stand there, he can be there. Softs are off, super softs are on. I know. This is the throwback and a half, the super softs and all that lot, the ultra softs, the hyper softs. Chat, if you remember those days, and it was the rainbow, of course, and then there was the hard and the ultra hards that didn't get used. Hardly got used. I think the hards got used once in a practice session at Silverstone in that season. Well, we have jumped on Iwasa, I think, but Leclerc as well is in there. That is Zane Maloney. Unfortunately for Zane, he is out of the race as well. So yeah, unfortunately him an engine failure there. We have closed up to Arthur Leclerc, the younger brother of Charles Leclerc, in case you didn't know that. We're going to have DRS down this straight. We're going to look to try and get in front. Jack Doohan's up in 5th, so there's a chance of a podium here with three laps to go. Leclerc takes the inside, and we're just going to brake a little bit later out around the outside and comfortably move ahead. Textbook move there as someone's in the wall there. Who is that? We're going to get a view now as they all come into this corner. It's Benavides, and he has just lost the wrap end and has smashed into the wall. I mean, he's not in F2 anymore anyway. He got replaced halfway through the season, so yes, he spins it after that curb and the wall collects him, and the people clap him there. That brought out a safety car, but I mean, he's going to close the pack up. That's going to leave us 2 laps then to get past to hand Fittipaldi, whoever's in third place, to have a go, get this podium, potentially even the win. You never know. First up though is Jack Doohan, the Australian who is in the Alpine livery, whatever that is, car. Down the inside, turn 1, Jack gives us the room, and the Australian's down to P6, we're up to P5. Next up is Enzo Fittipaldi. There's a bit slow, the race leaders after a kerfuffle slowed everyone down on the outside this corner. Yes, we can, up to P4, the podium is right there. Next up is Ollie Bierman, as well, the man of course who's taken part in this weekend's Mexican Grand Prix. Free practice down the inside, got a bit deep. Is Bierman come back? No, he hasn't. Through the final couple of corners, Cordeal is going to win for Martins, but we're going to come through to finish in P3, which I will definitely take after starting down in P18 in an F2 car. I'll definitely take that. Yeah, let me know if you've been racing F2 cars as well. Get driver of the day as well for good measure. But yes, let me know if you've raced the F2 cars. Let me know what you think of them as well. I know there's been quite a few comments on game ideas about F3. More about that later on next week. But yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it for this week. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, see plenty more F1 23 game experience as I make them out. Let me know in the comments below which one you want me to do next. You know, maybe you want to do more F2, supercar engines, or whatever. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy, stay, and goodbye.